Hey guys, I'm really excited for this short video where I'm going to be talking about the Inspirisles project. This is a project that was started by an online friend of mine and a close ally, Rich Oxenham and his wife. They have a program called the Hatchlings, and over the last year or so, Rich and I have been corresponding online. He has a lot of similar initiatives with regard to working with school-aged kids and integrating role-playing games into a social and educational experience. So when Rich notified me that he was finally going to be doing the Kickstarter for Inspirisles, I was really excited to help out. So here's the basic layout for Inspirisles. The idea is to come up with a role-playing game system that is specifically focused on kids and teens. And part of that is really about learning about like social empathy, social interaction, collaboration, and teamwork, as well as deaf awareness. And a lot of these elements have come into play through the Hatchlings program that Rich and his wife have been developing. And as they've kind of play tested this with kids of different age groups, they have found a lot of ways to be inclusive, which is really huge. I love it. And as an educator who is involved in role-playing games and has built communities around that, I know the value of it. So one of the things that I really like is that the art style is very, what I would call like youth-friendly. It's very imaginative, and the overall setting and the world concepts and adventure concepts that they have developed in the writing portion are also about inclusivity and about kind of teaching kids to overcome obstacles, to work together, to discover more about themselves. That introspective element is really fascinating to me. One of the things that I found fascinating as well was their character sheet design. So their character sheet design is very visually representative. It's very rich, and it allows for maybe people who, aren't as crunchy and kind of like numbers focused to kind of have more visual representations for their characters, like what their character is, their abilities, their attributes, their strengths, their weaknesses, that kind of stuff. And I think that design is also helpful for kids of different ages. And I want to say that even though Inspirisles is kind of geared for teens, as somebody who's worked with and run events for younger kids, I think this system would be fantastic even for elementary age kids to start the role-playing process and start learning how to work in groups collaboratively. So what I'm going to ask you is this. When this Kickstarter is live, I'm going to ask you to go check it out. I'm going to ask you to consider supporting it at whatever level you can do. And the reason why I'm asking for this personal thing is not because I have anything to do with it. It's because I believe in it. Because even though I've never met Rich and his wife personally, I have corresponded with this man, and he has a heart of gold who is always doing stuff for the kids in his community and for the kids that are involved in the school programs. And I think it's a great opportunity to support something related to gaming that is new, that is indie, and that is inclusive. I think that this is a game that includes everybody. That's why it's inclusive, but it also provides the means for people with special needs or autism spectrum students, and especially deaf awareness students, to be able to contribute and participate and be a part of the gaming community a bit more at an earlier age. And I think that inclusivity is really important. And I'm hoping that you guys will take a chance to check out the Kickstarter and support it in whatever way that you can. Thanks.